Time to take a look at some of the top stories making country headlines this week. Brad Paisley has just landed his 21st #1 single with Southern Comfort Zone, his first chart topper since his 2011 Remind Me collaboration with Carrie Underwood. The track is the first official release from his upcoming album titled Wheelhouse, which is set for release April 9th. To celebrate, Brad offers fans a sneak peek at the project, revealing this artistic album cover and a behind-the-scenes interview on his website, bradpaisley.com. Brad produced and wrote or co-wrote every song on the new project. Brad's Southern Comfort Zone video co-stars, the band Perry, are also getting ready to launch new music on April 2nd. Pioneer is the title of their upcoming album, and it's taking the siblings trio outside of their comfort zone, telling Headline Country, quote, "Sometimes where one starts off is not where one ends up," which is a big theme for us on Pioneer. The band Perry is riding high with their recent nomination for Top Vocal Group at this year's ACM Awards, airing live April 7th on CBS. Look for an in-depth chat with the band coming soon, right here on Headline Country. Claiming their highest charting debut single with Downtown, the 7-time Grammy-winning trio Lady Antebellum announced May 7th as the street date for their highly anticipated new album, Golden. Dave Haywood says of the project, "The word golden to me conjures up a lot of pictures. In the title track, it depicts driving down the road at sunset, but to me it also depicts a special time in our career, a golden special time for us."
I don't know why you don't take me downtown anymore.
Say, yeah, I wanna get it jacked up, yeah. It may be called Two Lanes of Freedom, but Tim McGraw's newest album has officially landed at #1. The 11-track project, which is McGraw's first release on Big Machine Records, claimed his 14th #1 Billboard debut. Catch Tim on the Two Lanes of Freedom tour with opening acts Brantley Gilbert and Love and Theft, kicking off May 2nd with stops in 30 cities all summer long. From Rascal Flatts to Brad Paisley, Blake Shelton to Eric Church, small-town USA boy Justin Moore has cut his teeth opening for them all. Now, it's his turn to call the shots. Moore has just announced plans for his very first headlining tour, Outlaws Like Me, telling Headline Country, quote, "I'm excited to be headlining our first tour. Over the last few years, I've been out with some of the best artists in our genre, and I have learned so much from each of them. I'm ready to take everything they have taught me to build our show. It's going to be a blast. I can't wait."
It's a real good laugh in the backwoods.
The run will kick off March 14th in Pikeville, Kentucky, and will include performances by special guests John Party and Dustin Lynch. Along with the tour, Moore is expected to release a full-length new album later this year.
Maybe it's not the right way, but wrong's what I do best.
Well, the Possum better not pull a no-show in Nashville this coming November. The all-star lineup continues to grow for what should be George Jones's final concert in Music City. Montgomery Gentry, Kenny Rogers, Josh Turner, and Dierks Bentley join the already announced George Jones fans, Charlie Daniels, Lori Morgan, Randy Travis, Jamie Johnson, and Gene Watson. The concert will take place at Nashville's Bridgestone Arena on November 22nd. A member of the Country Music Hall of Fame, the Possum has been sending songs up the charts since the 50s, including 143 top 40 songs. For more dates along George's grand tour, visit headlinecountry.net. And the Country Music Hall of Fame and Museum will be getting another big boost of support on April 16th. Keith Urban has announced this year's plans for his annual We're All for the Hall benefit concert at Nashville's Bridgestone Arena. This year's theme is all about rebels, renegades, and outlaws. Joining Keith and his co-musical director Vince Gill will be Jason Aldean, Trace Adkins, Eric Church, Brantley Gilbert, Kid Rock, Chris Christopherson, Tim McGraw, Willie Nelson, Hank Williams Jr., Montgomery Gentry, and more. Over the past 3 years, the event has raised over $1.5 million for the Country Music Hall of Fame and Museum. Tickets are on sale at Ticketmaster.com. When we come back, rising star Chris Janson's grand ole debut on the Opry stage. Well, finally this week, when it comes to milestones, there's few higher honors than membership into the Grand Ole Opry family. But long before that invitation, rising stars first have to step onto the legendary stage. Following an artist's debut on the Opry show is one of the most fun events that we get a chance to cover. Even after years of playing the honky-tonks of Nashville's Lower Broadway and opening big shows for the likes of Leonard Skinner and Hank Jr., Emmylou Harris, and Trace Adkins, newcomer Chris Janson ranks his Opry first as one of the most nerve-wracking moments of his career.
Think I won't take it all off, turn it all on, get booked, wild hell, bend stone. Come on, rockin' Randall, better ride on.
Grand Ole Opry debut, biggest night of my life in country music. And as far as that's concerned, I mean, I moved here 7 years ago, and I stepped foot in this town after living in my car for a few weeks, and my goal was to play the Grand Ole Opry, and I did it tonight. It's like a huge honor. Words really can't describe it. I mean, they've been really cool too. They let me sing 2 songs. James Otto joined me on one of those. My whole family's here, my wife, my kids, and when you get the call that you're going to get to play the Grand Ole Opry, you get invited officially. For me, it's the culmination of why I do this. Why I sing and make country music. And on stage tonight, it was pretty surreal, and it's sunk in now, you know. But that'll be a feeling that's never will leave me ever again. I hope I get to do it a million more times.
You know I'm right at home when I'm holding her.
2 songs I performed. One was the current single, which is out and doing well at radio, called Better I Don't. And the second one was called Holding Her, the duet with James, and they're both going to be on the album. And Better I Don't I wrote with my wife and Pat Bunch, and it was kind of a random thing. You know, it's just stories about my past and who I'm about, and true stories. And it's kind of just, I guess if you want to quote unquote wild and crazy, I mean, it's the wild and crazy side of me. It's real stories.
Wild hell, bend stone. It's better I don't.
And Holding Her on the other hand is about my youngest baby and my wife Kel, and you know, just it's the progression of that, seeing her for the first time, the engagement, which my 2 older kids were a part of, the proposal, the whole thing, and then, you know, the birth of Georgia, which was huge. And I chose those 2 songs because they're the dearest to me, and you know, I like to share everything that I do with family, because that's what I'm all about.
Look, wild hell, bend stone. It's better I don't. Make a little noise in this house one time.
Better I Don't, the current single. I'm just thrilled about this, and I'll tell you why. My wife is one of the co-writers on it, along with a lady named Pat Bunch. I had this title, Better I Don't. My wife's like, that's perfect. Let's tell stories about your real life and things you've actually done. And I'm like, okay, all right, you know. And Pat's such a great lyricist, and she's good at like really tying the loose ends up. Kelly and I will just spout out lines all day long, and we got to have somebody to kind of mediate that. Everybody collectively loved it, from label to publicity to booking to everybody. Just loved that one and thought, collective decision, hey, first single, boom, there it is.
All I know, I ain't the only one singing, hey, hey, my money's all gone.
All summer, it's here and there and everywhere. I'm doing a lot of the Country Thunder tour dates, like the big festivals, which is going to be killer. I mean, there's like amazing lineups all throughout the summer on those. Got some tours coming up with Florida Georgia Line, which is killer. Fan of those guys, with Cruise, and this is going to be a big year. I'm very, very blessed.
Feel free to request Chris Janson's critically acclaimed debut song, Better I Don't, at Country Radio Now. Well, that's it for this week. Until next time, keep up with everything going on in country at headlinecountry.net, gactv.com, and of course on Twitter and Facebook as well. Thanks for watching. Take care, everybody.
Spin it all around, toss it in the air and put it in the ground. Make sure you're never found. Winds are getting stronger and the sky is falling through. You ain't got much longer.